outside when the sun goes down, you and everyone else on this little death trap are gonna die. Things are gonna get really fucking scary when the sun goes down, and if you're outside, you are going to die.
Welcome to the video, guys. I'm going to be talking about the TV show From today because I just finished it, or at least caught up to it, and I think it is a pretty amazing show. I would recommend fully, before you watch this video, you should probably go watch the show From. And if not, you just want to hear me talk about it, yaps a lot, that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. Same thing I did with The Mentalist. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the biz. But yeah, I just watched the show From. It is a phenomenal show. For those of you who don't know what From is and decided to still watch the video, the concept of the show is essentially you drive into a town where you are stuck forever. Essentially, you are stuck forever, and every night, monsters come out. The monsters that come out, they kill everyone. They kill you, right? Unless you have a talisman and you're inside a house, like something to protect you, kind of like a rune. I mean, the rune protects your house. But if you open the door, you open the window, you're outside, you're basically fucked, right? And this show follows the people of this town and their attempts to get out, their attempts to escape. And I will say one thing that is very, very cool to me about this show, which before I say this, yet again, go watch From. If you haven't watched From, go watch From, right? There's 3 seasons. It's amazing. 30 episodes, 10 episodes per season. But essentially, the best part about the show is we don't know what the fuck's going on. To this day, 3 seasons, we still really don't know what the fuck's going on. There has been no real jump to escaping. There has been no real move. It's just been trial and error, which is beautiful. Trial and error is an amazing thing, and they continuously are doing that, and it really shows that there's going to be longevity to the show, because with trial and error and absolutely zero gain, just more bad shit going, which really shows what they said. There's a very key thing that they say throughout this, which is that this place does not give, it takes. So with all the things that seem like a good thing, with all the things that seem like a light, like something that could help them get out, you will see that there is no light. You know what I mean? If something is trying to help you, it is lying. If something seems like the right way, it's the wrong way. You know what I mean? You're not really going to be gaining anything from this at all. And now I'm going to go into my personal favorites throughout the show. Because if I go to my dislikes, Fatima, then I don't think many people want to hear that, because I'll be talking about my dislikes. But my favorite characters throughout the show are Randall and Jade. Those are my mains, like my main favorite ones. Randall, I liked him since the jump. He seemed like this rude redneck looking dude, but then the whole time, let's talk about when the house collapsed. When the house collapsed in season 2, he instantly went, "No, I'm not getting back on that bus. There's a woman trapped in the basement. What am I gonna do?" And he goes and helps. R.I.P. Brick, by the way. God, maybe you shouldn't have helped. But yeah, so Randall was instantly with it. And every time people look at Randall like he's in a bad way, he's talking shit, you want to keep his gun. Well, why not? It makes logical sense in this situation. You're telling me there's monsters that come out at night all the time, and now I have to give you my gun? I don't want to do that. But everything he does makes sense in my eyes, and he's always been the good guy. You know what I mean? He's always been better. That night when all the animals got out and the animals were trapping, what did he do? He brought the kids inside his van. Then he went to go help, right? And he was instantly just helping them all with it. And it was like he beat the thing to help them. Like, very good. And then when the ambulance comes with Tabitha in it, what does he do? He runs back through them, even when he's told not to go get the toolkit. Sorry that it's like switching between red and blue. I have actually no reason why. Like a little static on the screen. But he's told not to. He goes, he does it. When the monsters corner him, what does he do? He throws the toolkit to them, right? And then even, Boyd picks against him and basically goes, "Nah, I gotta say these other people," which I'm not saying I disagree with his opinion. Hey, Boyd, do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? You do what you must, you know what I mean? Do what you can. And it's just like, Randall was always just a real good character, and Jade, I've liked him since the beginning. The whole escape room antics he was starting with in the beginning, and then when shit got real, he just started trying to work. He was always working on a way out, you know what I mean? Other people would take time to do stuff out of their day. Some people would have insane whoa, if I go down, oh yeah, it's changing from red to blue. I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, Jade would always have these random theories, and he would go out and he'd actually do it. There was never a moment really that I could think of where Jade wasn't trying to get out, right? And Jade, at least, spoiler to what the end is, the fact that now we know that Jade has been doing this forever. You know what I mean? He's just been coming back over and over as a different person. He was Christopher. He was Miranda. They've been reincarnating over time and time again. Is so amazing to me because it really puts him on a pedestal. Because I look at it, at least this is my theory, the same way of the people. You know, the monsters. The monsters are always there. And they always, what's it called? They always are attacking and killing people, but now we know that they always come back to life. They traded their kids' lives for immortality. And now we know that these people just keep coming back. So it's like, it's an equaling out effect. You know what I mean? For every good, there's a bad. For every up, there's a down. You know what I mean? So this is the equaling out effect. You want to be immortal and live in this place torturing and killing people? Shit. So, okay. And then what do we have? We'll have some infinite reincarnating people who eventually will get you. They eventually will. And currently seeing it as Tabitha and him, and before Miranda and Christopher, and it could be whoever before. By the way, I have a real theory that every time that the two cars came, it was the version of Tabitha in them. Because Tabitha, since the jump, you know what I mean? Tabitha and Jade were both in the car crashes that went together. They said that hasn't happened for a long time. I think they said twice, maybe. It's happened twice before. I think one of them could have been when Victor got here. And I mean, when Victor came here, which, by the way, Victor is also one of my favorite characters. I fully forgot to mention him. I think one of them could have been from before, you know, when Victor was first coming. And I think that these three cars, this is my personal thing, I think that the two cars is always a sign that they are here. I mean, always a sign that they have come. And that has to scare the fuck out of those monsters, you know what I mean? Like, whether it's Smiley, Cowboy, which, by the way, Cowboy is my favorite. That guy's just, he's actually a troll. He's pure evil. But that's such a cool aspect, though. If I just look at the base aspect of the show, thinking now that they've been reincarnating this entire time over and over again, it's so cool. It's just so cool. You know what I mean? It's such an amazing, astonishing thing. And Boyd finally breaking that boundary, by the way. That boundary of, I'm willing to do shit, but I'm not willing to get to a level is amazing. Because who's the GOAT? My other GOAT, actually, I fully forgot, Sarah. Sarah's the fucking GOAT. You know, she had actual things. The only reason she's hated is because she had the first encounter with the voices, first encounter with monsters, first encounters with anything. You know what I mean? If Randall was talking about the cicadas and put that bitch to someone else's dome and the defibrillator killed someone, how would people be reacting? How would people be acting about it? You know what I mean? It would be completely different. It would be, everyone would be on his ass. But since she was the first, since she ended up killing people, since she ended up doing this, she's that. But like, I would look at her thing now as a gift. I know it's painful what comes through, but what did it do? It helped them get towards Fatima. She told, and then I mean, if we can cut all that out, she still was the reason they got to Fatima. She fucking carved his eye out, even though it was too late. She took Elgin's eye out, and fuck Elgin, bro. Fuck Elgin on me, fuck Elgin. He had to get taken. He had to get taken down. I mean, I get that the voices talk to you in a way that made you go insane and make you do bad things, and you think that what you're doing is right. Someone had to get to you, you know what I mean? And actually, even though I don't like Fatima's character, I feel like her character has corroded ever since the sheriff station, right? I feel as if Fatima, she's really just a product of her surroundings, a product of the circumstances she's in. You know what I mean? And now that I see her in these circumstances and I see the way that she's getting fucked up, I feel really bad for her. You know, obviously she gave birth to one of those things, you know what I mean? Which that's just, I guess, how it goes if you kill one of them, because they are immortal. You know, he's gonna come back and he probably loved dying too. Smiley probably loved dying, but if you're immortal, you gotta come back. So then he literally gave birth to him within the span of one day, essentially. So I assume it would have killed her if she didn't eat that stuff. But I actually have to just look at her as a product of her surroundings. Sorry for treating you as if you're... I'm waiting for it to zoom back in or focus again. But it just went red. But yeah, so I know that she's just a product of her surroundings. I know that shit's not fair, so I apologize to her now that I think about it. But that still doesn't make her character any more enjoyable. She was very enjoyable in the first season, but like I said, since that sheriff station, since it broke her, it just hasn't been the same with her. I just can't enjoy her the same. Yeah. So those are my conclusions. Oh yeah, Jim's death is one of the worst things. I like, that was just like so out of nowhere. I understand everyone doesn't like Jim because he really doesn't do anything. He just does little tests and he really hasn't done anything but be a bad father. But god damn it, look where he's at. He doesn't have the boost of being Miranda. You know what I mean? He doesn't have that shit. He's trying. He's just trying. He died for it. He died for it. And I mean, he should have ran near the end, you know, considering that's the whole finale. Spoiler, that's the finale. But yeah, in conclusion, let me get my conclusion ready. In conclusion, I love the show. Can't wait for season 4. Jade, Randall, and Victor and Sarah supremacy, especially Sarah because she's hated on. You know what I mean? Jim didn't deserve it. Kenny doesn't deserve anything that's happening to him. And let's. Oh yeah, I want Marielle dead. Let's kill Marielle. Let's all get Marielle dead. Hope you guys enjoyed this this video, I guess, of me just talking about it, and maybe I'll actually make another video talking about some stuff like this, you know, favorite characters, favorite moments, favorite this, that, you know, because this is just rant time. It's 1 a.m. You know what I mean? I'm just ranting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love you guys and peace.